Interesting band. The heavy and then some jazz too. Hi YouTube, this is Mop Talks Trev. I'm Trev. This is Modern Organic Philosophy. And this video is Atheist Elements. What does a band named Atheist have to do with spirituality? Well, this is where 3D thought comes in. It's not just so cut and dry like you thought. These guys were probably mad at the church and they're like, well, we don't believe any of that God shit. We're atheists. But by their third album, they're putting out a disc called Elements. Songs include Water, Air, Fire, Earth, Fractal Point, Mineral, Animal. They're breaking it down. They're getting spiritual. And this is what I'm talking about. You can go either way. And it all leads to Rome. All paths lead to Rome if you follow the truth. So this album is very philosophical in nature and esoteric, which I love. And the great album cover. I'm into all that. If it's my favorite albums, they usually have a cool album cover. That's just how it goes. And, you know, sometimes a band's best album might be something else, but still my favorite is the one with the complete package. Which this is not my favorite Atheist album, but it's the most philosophical one. They're a technical death metal band from Tampa. A lot of these great bands are from Tampa. And that last song I played was called Samba Brisa, and it's this is the first band to kind of mix the jazz and the what we would call death metal now. At the time, it was probably like thrash or something. But they wanted to get more extreme vocals, with the Chuck Schuldingers starting the heavier. And the Obituaries, those early Florida bands that, were started here in Florida, the actual death metal. They took what was going on in the West Coast, the Metallicas and the, Megadeths, and they wanted to make it heavier. Just like Metallica would have listened to Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and wanted to make that heavier. So it's a continuum of awesome stuff. And, you got the black metal guys coming from, Norway. And this stuff gets real philosophical. I think when you talk about rock and roll, you're talking about rebellion in a way from the conservative kind of thing. It used to be cool to be liberal. See, it ain't cool anymore. Now it's ridiculous. It's not even, it's not rebellious. It is the system. Because you're kind of on a pendulum. That's the whole duality thing. But now is the aeon of the individual. And you're going to need some individualistic music that fuels that. You got to be okay to be by yourself. And in the material world, you do have to be somewhat tough. So if your testosterone's low, get on the death metal. That's a good tip for you there. And I'm going to be going through some more albums today, and I'm just going to stick to these heavy philosophical things. So I got a couple more for you. Trev out.